And welcome back to Let's Play Liberian Victoria 3, Path to Liberty. As the snow falls on Northern Europe, let's go back to the coast of West Africa, where the sun is shining, the weather is warm, and actually Liberia is cooking up a little bit more temperature than usual because we're planning to actually become independent as Liberia. And that will require us to declare war against the United States. And that's why we're building a coalition of European nations. So far, I've managed to sort of maybe, convince Great Britain, Spain and Austria to join us. Austria would be a great ally, but they just went through a revolution. Say hi to communist Prussia. And they're not quite interested in any wars, even though they officially declare a strategic interest in Senegal, which is what this region is called for some reason. I want to check on France and see what they're doing. They're in a diplomatic play right now, and they're still losing their war against Bali. And I think they lost like a whole GDP worth of money in this war against the little Bali country. Yep. That's a whole GDP that they lost. Almost, okay. We just need 6 more million. Right. Portugal have decided that Scandinavia is their opponent now. Interesting. So what's going on there? Did France join the war? Oh, they did join the war. Okay. What implications does that have for us? Does that mean France would not join the war? Interactions, independence. No, actually that means that for some reason Spain doesn't want to join that war anymore. But I'm thinking, France already has 2 wars on its hands, and one of them is not going that well. They lost quite a bit of money. So what if we declare independence? Let's just declare independence and see what happens. Okay. That was quite drastic, but I think it worked out in our favor. So, Britain is leaning Liberia. France is on the fence, because France is mired up in 2 wars that are not really doing much for it. So of course it is. The only allies that the US has right now is Portugal and Brazil. Now, obviously, both of them could single-handedly kick my ass. However, France is no longer in the war. That means they don't have a border with us. That means they need to do a naval invasion. And an amphibious landing is in my favor. Even if they try to come at us with their small navy. Okay, even if they try to come at us with their quite big navy, I think they can only ferry around 102 regiments, while we have 41, which is fair enough. I think that should be enough to fend off 100,000 people coming from the sea. Sounds like it should. Right, so if France does not join the war, and Britain does join the war on our side, ooh, Britain could blockade the US so hard. We might actually win this. So how about we go and win this? Right, let's see. What sort of industries are we building up? I mean, the diplomatic play is going to play itself. I can't do much of it. Right, conscription centers. Maybe we can actually improve those? No, it would not make sense before the war. That's a bit too late. Well, either way. Let's see what else can we do. We can improve our farms. Mines seem to be as effective as they can be. Let's see what production methods can we use in logging camps. Electric sawmills, not a good idea. We need more electricity for them. What about steam donkey here? No. Okay, so it does appear that we're using whatever we can to be as effective as possible. That is good. Oh, we can improve our urban centers. Covered markets, way more profit. Electric street lights, we're not there yet. Public trams, yes please, public transportation in the house. Right. So, we do have a lot going here internally. Now let's see how the diplomatic play works out for us. Right. Let's get convincing. Hey, dear Great Britain or the UK, what do you want? An obligation which we can... Okay, why can't we give an obligation? We already owe them an obligation. Oh yes, yes. I accepted their kind proposal to bankroll us and pay off our debts. That was not a good choice before this war. Okay, let's... As long as the French are not joining the US, perhaps we would still be fine. Hopefully. What's happening there, US? Not happy with France not joining the war? Are you still friends even? Oh my god, they're not even friends anymore. Aww, look at that. We ruined a friendship. Transatlantic friendship. US and France. Friends forever, no more. Kind of ruins the idea of being friends forever, huh? BFFs. Could be BFFs over Brazil instead. Not as threatening me as France. After that, we'll be friends with the US again, I suppose. Right, our industry is growing, GDP exponentially so, and where did the money go? Huh. Okay, what do we have here? So Britain did not join us, because why would they? It's not like we're friends or anything. Okay. This might be the last episode. Let's see how the war works out. Oh yeah, we need to mobilize a general, which we do not have. Let's see. We have Jeremiah Dalton, who's a wrathful but stalwart defender and a demagogue. I don't know about being a demagogue, but Ulysses McCoy is a landowner. He's an arrogant pillager. I'll take the defender over the pillager every time of the day. Let's promote our general to a major general so that he can control more units. And yeah, mobilize the general. I suppose there's no front I can defend. Okay, let's see. We're losing a lot of money, so taxation level max. Government wages low. Military wages. Training rate. We don't need training rate. Okay, this is almost manageable. Oh yes, we need the per capita taxation to actually survive. Well, I guess all we can do right now is really just cross our fingers and hope for the best. If we do get per capita taxation, we'll make like 10,000 more, at the very least. That will exponentially increase our budget income. Even though for some reason labor unions really like land-based taxation. I don't see why, but I'm glad you're with the conservatives on this one. Okay, so far, what was there a battle? Did I see a battle? Might have been a battle. Politician has died. Oh, rubber discovered in Zambia. Good on you, Zambians. I hope you're free. I assume not. Right. Public address goes over. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of per capita taxation by... Oh no, guys, you ruined it. Langston Simpson must take the blame for this setback, and that he will. It's really painful to pass this, but at the moment I don't think we could pass the proportional taxation, because for some reason the only people who want that is the petite bourgeoisie, rural folk, and armed forces, which are not in government. So we still have to try to enact the per capita taxation. And that's what we'll keep doing. Any relations we can improve. I think so far, I don't think they're doing any naval invasions here. So, did they already do that? Wait, I think if I click here, I can check the battles. No active fronts. Did they lose anything? Oh! Okay. Wow. Zero cost of war from America. Does that mean they didn't even raise any conscripts? Yeah. They lost 1,000. Oh, so they did try to invade us already and it didn't work out. I'm kind of starting to feel like we might win this war. Okay. Independent Liberia by the end of 1884. Let's see if we can manage to reach that. We want independence and nothing less. Thank you. Right, let's keep looking for places to improve relations with. Right, France, pretty good relations, I guess. Oh, we're improving relations with the communist Prussia. Okay, that's good. Now what's happening with the US? Oh, look at... who? Okay, France considers the United States to be their rival. Oh, didn't you just recently been in an alliance with France? What happening there? Aww. That's so nice for us, isn't it? Broken friendships really work well for our country. Almost independent. Finally, we'll be completely independent because even at the start of the game, the US was an overlord. Now we're just a puppet of the US, and soon enough we'll be free of that, and then we can start thinking about our own influence and our own foreign policy. And probably we're gonna have to join the customs union with one of the European countries, because it will be very difficult for us to manage all of the trade routes with our bureaucracy. It's very expensive. GDP is still growing, surprisingly. I wonder why... Oh! And somehow we're still part of the American market. Right. Where did all of this money come from? Okay, I assume that's because of the investment pool transfer. Wait, are we still paying? Why are we paying to the United States when we're literally at war with them? That's interesting. Oh, Portugal backed out. That's good for us. Oh, and I think that was... No. Oh, Brazil is still in the war. Okay. Let's see what sort of diplomatic plays are going on here. Prussia wants to spread the revolution, I assume. Good luck with that. British-American rivalry ended. The UK and the US are on good terms now. Right, since we're making a little bit more money, maybe we can reduce the taxes, because I don't like the radicals. Okay. Brazil tapped out. Does that mean we're gonna win? By the way, who did the invasion? Because right now everything is at 0-0. So the US has not risen any of their garrisons, so they have nothing to... So we just win by default. Now that's an unexpectedly good outcome. Honestly, when I saw that the UK will not join us in the war, I thought we're gonna lose completely. And this will be the end of the Let's Play. Because as you can see, they would like to just conquer us completely. But no, that did not happen. We're about to win the war. Unless there's a sudden naval invasion, I'm sure we're gonna win the war in a couple of months. Oh, you know, or right now. Let's see. Hello and welcome to independent Liberia. Here we go. Ah, isn't that nice to see that orange color here again? Or is it rather beige? I'm not good at colors. Right, so... Well, we need everything. let's see if we can join a customs union. But it's just so nice. We won the war. I did not expect us to win that war. Great. Well, trade politics is about plays like that. Right. Let's see. We need to think about joining a customs union. Because I'm not going to manage all of that trade by myself. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Britain does not want to take us in. Nor do Scandinavians or French, Dutch, Spain. Okay, let's be friends. Let's be trade friends, Spain. Thank God for Spain. Nobody else wants to take us in. Raising concerns. The trade unions have expressed their concern about the government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. Oh. This is a tough one. Which of you guys are in the government? And the industrialists. I could get more approval from the trade unions, but right now they're just not keen on approving us anyway. So, whoa. Whoa. What's happening here? Oh yeah, I forgot to lower the taxes. No, I did lower the taxes. Why are we making so much money? Alright, let's just... Oh, I'm not building that much. No, we're actually building everything we can. You know what? Let's not think about it. Let's enjoy the money. Let's just build more and more. Because if we're making that much, we should enjoy it. Yes, I think it's because we stopped paying the salaries to the military after the war, and then we stopped paying to the US, and this is what remains, plus 27,000. How about we build up some construction sector as well? Where do we have a lot of unemployed people? Oh, Liberia. That'll do. 3 weeks to improve our construction sector. Let's see what production methods work, because now we're in a different market, so like prices for coal are different. No, oh, accidentally clicked that. So far it seems like we're using the most oh, except for mechanized workshops. I suppose not. Is that true though? Yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit confused now. No, that's not more effective. Why does it tell me that it's more effective? Probably some sort of a bug. Okay, water tube boilers. Yeah, those are more effective. And assembly is even more effective. Yes, the industrialists are complaining about the subsistence farms again. Let's just follow their advice because we like the immigration. So yeah, I think in the Spanish market, the prices of coal are quite high. Let's see. No, it's okay. I suppose it's still more expensive than in the UK. Would be nice to have a source of coal. Speaking of which... Aha. Can we make a play? Make into tributary. This would turn the weaker country into their tributary. A tributary is more autonomous subject type that is able to start their own diplomatic place and not forced to join their overlords' wars. They must pay 10% of treasure. That's not what we're looking for. I just need to get my hands on some coal, please. Right. Let's see. No. I want to check out the province itself. What? The diplomatic view. Okay, let's do like a trade view maybe? Oh, if I zoom out. Yeah, now I'm looking at the homie. And... oh, they don't have any coal. There's no coal. There's coal in Benin. There's sulfur mines here as well, but we need the Benin coal. I do wonder if we could just find a way to make a diplomatic play for the Benin coal. Let's see. I need to have an interest in Niger, and then our relations should be lower. Do we have any coal in the surrounding regions? Not as far as I can see. But these places perhaps I can turn into vassals. Interesting. I think we're allowed to declare interest here. Yeah, let's remove it from here and add it to here. Okay, now Benin, we need to start damaging their relations, expel diplomats. They have all the infrastructure we need, and we can start making some coal. What's that? Disappearing interests. That is perfectly fine. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose our colony, but I'm fine with that. Prussians won the war. Happy for you, Prussia. You do your own thing. We're really not in the same area even, so I don't care that much about Prussia. I'm just wondering how we can get our hands on that Benin coal. Yes, so we can make them our vassal. We would face Benin, Oyo, and Dahomey. And there's another thing. We don't have any... Yeah, we would need a navy to invade them. Because there's no way for us to get in there otherwise. Perhaps I should start by making these surrounding countries into my vassals. And then trying to get into Benin. Let's do that. So, it doesn't look like Europe would be against us making Messina into a vassal. We could actually have Portugal join us. That's nice of them. And the Dutch! What do you want? Take that obligation. Come join us. What does Portugal want? Nothing in particular. Yeah, that's looking good for us. Oh no, Communist Prussia. That might go bad. Since Communist Prussia is in the war now, can we have the UK join, please? No, they don't want to join us. If we back down, what happens? They humiliate us. What does that mean? It's not a fact that we lose against Prussia. But I'm wondering, I think I overstepped. I did not expect them to actually be against us. And also the Dutch will be fighting the Prussians. So maybe we can actually win. Let's just activate all of our conscripts, mobilize our generals, and see where that takes us. You know what? I'll vassalize. No. Having Ashanti. We couldn't reach them. Although, wait. The Dutch are here. Then yes, we can. How about, yeah, let's vassalize Ashanti as well. In case Prussia doesn't show up, because they don't have any lands here. I don't think they would be able to actually attack us. Mutual funds unlocked. That means more money for us. I do wonder how will this war go. So far we will definitely win against Messina. But there is another front here. Well, okay. Dutch, keep them busy. We're gonna fight our own battles here. Let's just quickly take over Messina and hope that Prussia just drops out of the war. They want to puppet us. The bastards. I don't like that communist Prussia. I originally thought that we would be friends. Maybe they're in some other war already. No, there's a diplomatic play active and it doesn't really... Oh, okay. Looks like Spain is tangled up in it. Right, a deadly fire killed many workers in Liberian Windward Coast due to in part dangerous working conditions and locked emergency exits. It has been revealed that Anna Williams, a prominent member of the petite bourgeoisie, was the owner of the now scorched factory. Anna Williams must be held responsible. Of course, we don't care really about petite bourgeoisie, they're so small. But for some reason they really like us. Well, can't blame them. We are very likable as a government, whatever that might mean. Okay, so far our invasion of Messina is going just well. Let's see how the Dutch are doing. Huh. Looks like the Russians are not really winning. Interesting. Let's think about what next technology we wanna. Threshing machines. Oh, we could invent tractors. Well, we're not an agricultural land anymore. Let's go with reinforced concrete. I'm fine with reinforced concrete. Hand crank machine gun unlocked. Well, wouldn't that be great before the war? At the moment, we're winning comfortably against Messina. So far, it doesn't look like the Dutch. Well, eventually they're gonna lose, right? Well, not now, I suppose. We're really winning this war. We can do this really quickly. So once we take over the Messina part, oh, we have now per capita taxation. Isn't that great? Awesome. All right. So we have a lot of money now. 16,000 per week. That means we can actually increase salaries for everybody. Maybe lower the taxes a little bit. And just build up a reserve in case we want to build a lot of stuff, which we do, as always. Do we have peasants here? Yes, we do. Okay. So far, we are winning these battles. Let's see. Oh my god, for some reason the Prussians are always losing. At the start of the battle, they had 19 and the Dutch had 24. The Dutch military is just much more effective than the Prussian military. They keep losing, even though it says here that there's a 39% disadvantage. Well, they're still winning. Well, this war really went well for us. And the Dutch, who thankfully joined us. We will remember that, Dutch. We will remember how really you went against a much stronger country for no obvious reason. Just to help us in Liberia. Right. We took over Messina. Now let's see, can we... we cannot ship them to this front. We can ship them to the Westphalia front, though. I suppose we should do that, right? To just help them win. Okay, let's go help them defend. I don't know if that's a smart strategy, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, Messina capitulated. Now we're still fighting against Ashanti. Messina is now officially one of our vassals. So let's improve relations with them. No reason for us to be on bad terms. So now we're actually getting money. So 1,600 out of Messina. That's not a lot. But also we won't have to be stuck having to improve the quality of living for the population. Which I guess is kind of selfish of me, but eventually we will integrate them. That's even possible. We can bankroll them, pilot, absolve obligation, take on debt, expel diplomats. Right. There's no way to integrate them like in Europe Universalis. Well, at least they have their sovereignty, right? Okay. Our battalions have joined the Westphalia front. Westphalia. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a very important region. In European history, anyway. It looks like as if though we're winning. No. They're making some inroads in this front. But in this front, we're still winning. Oh no, look at that. Russians are losing here as well. Oh yeah, we're getting the mosaic fronts. There's a little bit of a mess with the fronts. That's fine. I'm fairly certain we're gonna win this war in the end. Because every battle we win. What's the war support here? 42. What about the Dutch war support? Does that even matter? Wow. Cost of war 3 million. We didn't feel it. Okay, so far Prussia and Ashanti have less war support. And as long as that is true, we're winning the war. So we don't need to worry much about anything else. Let's see. Peace treaty, crush New African secession. Huh. What happened here? Is there some sort of a new independent country here that I missed? I suppose. The Americans have crushed some sort of a revolt. Right. Looks like the Germans are losing every battle. So the Netherlands have capitulated. Now we're in big trouble. Hopefully we're not gonna lose. But I'm all for white peace here. I'm a very peaceful person. I think the Prussians will do a naval invasion, and if their past performance says anything, they're gonna fail. But let's see. Just have to wait this out. Let's reduce the salaries for the military personnel. Doesn't need to be that high, because we're going into debt slightly and I don't want to pick up on those interest rates that much. Then let's look back at our industry, if we can improve anything. Textile mills still working best with sewing machines. Elastics not an option at the moment. Yeah. We can make them publicly trade, but that's not an improvement to the productivity. Right. Electric street lights, not an option yet. Well, looks like nothing is new. Oh, using fertilizers on our farms. Looks like a good idea. And steam donkey, finally we can have that in our iron mines as well. And logging camps, no. Electric mills are not a good idea. Neither are steam donkeys. I feel like our market is very inefficient when it comes to energy. Now, what is Prussia up to? Do they still want to be a part of this war? Okay, war support is going down slowly. Honestly, if I don't get to vassalize Ashanti, that's fine. I don't think they make a lot of money anyway, and we only get 10%. It's just 2 million compared to, yeah. We don't need this at all. We need Benin for the coal. But nothing else. Prussia will soon be okay with peace. So this war went well for us. We did get Messina. The Dutch war against Prussia was strange and unnecessary, and then we end up winning anyway, while incurring heavy costs on Prussia, which I don't particularly hate, but hey, they lost 60,000 soldiers. That sounds like oh, and 120,000 wounded even. That just sounds like a successful war for us. We know how to wage war. Look, it's going to be a second war in a row that we won. And that will mean that Messina is firmly in our hands, and then we can start expanding to Sego, Karta, and Futajalan. I'm really just looking to expand the influence, and just, it's kind of an easy way to make money. We have not a lot of GDP here, but their GDP did explode after becoming a part of our sphere of influence. So perhaps that's what helping them. How much are we making now from diplomatic pact? 3,000. It tripled, as did their GDP. Interesting. So, by being selfish, I'm doing good for the other countries? I will choose to believe that, but only because it serves my purposes. Right, let's see. Oh, we're not building anything. We should try and build some more industries. Iron mines, extremely effective. What else? Textile mills and furniture manufactories. Let's keep doing what we do best. Chairs, shirts, and blocks of iron. Wonder if we make enough fabric. No. And we don't make enough dye either. Perhaps it would be profitable to build a dye plantation. Would be indeed. Let's just try to build a few dye plantations. I think plantations are much cheaper, right? Yeah, so 85,000 predicted for a plantation against two. Yeah, they're much cheaper. So maybe we can build a few of them. Just to help modernize our workforce. Oh, we don't need that here. Okay. We don't need that even. We could use a few dye plantations here, and that will be fine. As you can see, these two regions, they're less populated and so easier to industrialize. Are we close to peace? Oh, Ashanti really wants us to become a puppet of Prussia. Thanks. That could actually be dangerous for us. Dangerous equipment. The furniture manufacturers in Liberia have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Slow down, or we can't pull brakes. That means it's a little bit dangerous to work in our factories, but honestly, we can't lose our incomes, not in the middle of the war. Are we close to a white peace? Not yet. Interestingly, Prussia is really not dropping out of this war. And I can't figure out a way to invade Ashanti safely. I don't think there is a possibility to request diplomatic access from other countries. And that will be it for today. I do believe that so far we have become independent. We joined Messina into our sphere of influence. And now we're up against Ashanti, who are kind of angry at us for doing this, and they want us to become a part of the Prussian influence. And we don't want to become a puppet of Prussia. So come back for the next episode where we're going to try to somehow drive this war into where we want it to be, and that's a white peace.